Hello and welcome to Canon Coffee Espresso Machines. Today I'm doing a quick explanation on the insides of the La Marzocco Linea Mini espresso machine. Um, you can see here we have a water tank that's been taken out of the bottom. This particular machine is plumbed in. And then over here we have another one, and I'm going to show you the insides. So on the top you have the coffee boiler. And then this is the lever that that turns on and off the coffee water. It's kind of funny that this lever actually doesn't do anything but turn the water on and off. It's not actually a variable lever. So there's like no, it's not like if you just turn it a little ways you get pre-infusion, and then you turn it all the way you get full pressure. It's not like the GS3 in that way. This is the steam valve here. You can see how it rotates like that. And then this is the pressure release, vacuum release valve that keeps the vacuum from building up and milk from siphoning back into the boiler and contaminating your boiler, which is really bad. And then this is the hot water, same thing, rotates like that. You see it rotating. And then here's the brew solenoid for the coffee boiler. And what else do we have here? Major components. This is the back side of the pressure gauge for the pump, and you can see how it goes up to this connection here. This connection right here, and the pump feeds into that, and that's how you get the pressure for the pump. And then this gauge over here, this is the pressure gauge for the steam, and you can see the steam pressure gauge running here, there, and there's this steam pressure gauge. And then what else do we have here? This is important. So this is the reset switch for the coffee boiler. So if your coffee boiler stops heating, the first thing you want to do is push this button, and you can usually reach this button without taking off the whole case like I've done here. You can usually just get to it by taking off the top. Make sure you have the machine unplugged before you press the button. What else do we got here? Here's the pressure stat or pressure sensor. This controls the pressure for the coffee boiler. And then here's the reset switch for the steam boiler. So if your steam boiler is not heating, the first thing you want to do is unplug your machine, let it cool, and then reach in here and try pressing this button to see if that helps resolve the issue. Inside of here is the safety valve. If your machine overheats, the water pressure will start, the water will start, the excess pressure will start shooting out of here, and then it goes through this tube. What else do we have? This is the heating element for the steam boiler. These are the two contacts. These are the wires for the contacts. And we have a rotary pump over here. So you can see this is a horizontally mounted rotary pump. And then inside of here is the relay for the steam boiler. And it controls, the relay is controlled on the left side, and the input for it is in the bottom left, and the output is in the bottom right. And then we also have this is the main control board, and yeah, you can see it right there. And I think that's a good quick and dirty of this machine. Oh yeah, here's the vacuum release valve. This valve goes bad a lot, and it should be replaced. I think La Marzocco recommends replacing it annually. And this tube goes to the bottom under the drip tray, and it comes out right here. So if you see, not this one, this is the, I believe this is the pressure release for after you're done pouring your shot. But over here, or somewhere down here, when you first turn on your machine, you'll see a little bit of steam leaking, but that steam should eventually stop when the vacuum release valve closes. And if it doesn't stop leaking, it just keeps going and going, then chances are the vacuum release valve is bad. And if it's a super strong steam and you hear like a really loud hissing, then it could be that safety valve that I showed you earlier, which is underneath this cap here. But usually, if that's happening, you want to check your steam boiler pressure and make sure it's not going over 2 bar. Because if your steam boiler is going over 2 bar, then chances are there's something else wrong with your machine. For example, the the pressure stat could be going bad. This guy right here, the pressure sensor. A lot of times the contacts inside of this relay end up going bad, or this pipe here gets clogged with calcium, and that can cause the machine to overheat. Oh, and the PID is right here. This is the control for the PID. Really basic control, and this is the actual PID in here on the power board. This is where it senses the temperature. Not super sophisticated. It'd be really great if they put a better, like digital PID in this machine, especially considering its price point. It'd be nice to have that feedback of, what the temperature is reading at. But that's a good quick. Oh, you know what else? You can adjust the pressure here. So if you want to adjust your pump pressure, you would adjust this. You would turn that with a screwdriver, and oh yeah, and then also if you want to plumb your machine in directly, so this is going into a water tank, but if you wanted to plug it into a water line, then right here is where you take this off, and then you hook up the water line right here, and then you can have the machine plumbed in. And Lumberzuckle sells a kit just for doing that. So yeah, thank you for watching with Cannon Coffee. Please like our videos below. If you'd like to see more videos like this, subscribe to our channel. Thank you.